Bill Agresta was born on March 31, 1939, in Messina, New York. He graduated from the University of Notre Dame in 1960, and shortly afterward began a teaching and coaching career which spanned 47 years.
He spanned so many different generations, where he would have, not just your parents, but maybe even your grandparents in school.
Agresta began his coaching legacy at Saginaw St. Mary Cathedral High School, where he coached the varsity football team to a 31-24-1 record with 3 Valley Parochial League championships. He also coached the varsity basketball team to a 41-12 record in 3 years at the helm. He then went to Hemlock High School, where he compiled a 64-11 record with 3 Central Michigan League titles, coaching varsity basketball. His 1973-74 squad had a perfect 20-0 regular season record.
He coached a lot of different sports, and I don't think that he ever took learning new things about that sport for granted. If he wasn't sure on how to do something, I think it was something that meant enough to him to make sure that he researched or came up with a plan that was going to fit that individual athlete.
Agresta later became known as one of the top cross-country coaches in the state, leading the Huskies boys cross-country teams to 11 conference titles, 8 Saginaw County championships, 8 regional titles, and back-to-back state championships in 2001 and 2002.
I believe it was 1998. I think I was a freshman on the team that fall. And it was the conference championship. We were in Caro, and we won the meet handedly. None of us had really run all that well, though. We ran quite poorly. Kids were fooling around in the bus on the way home. Bill got upset with us and had some choice words, but he found a way to get our attention. And he took our conference trophy that we just won, and he threw it out the window of the bus, and it went skidding down the highway at 55 miles an hour. And all of us were paying attention then. And he wanted to make a point that it wasn't about winning. It was about giving our best efforts and in looking at the bigger picture. Yeah, the next morning I walked past the principal's office, and there was our tattered trophy all scratched up and beat up, and someone had pulled over and picked it up and delivered it back to the school. But he found interesting ways of getting to the 15, 16, 17-year-old mind and talking to us and getting in our heads that other coaches, other people in my lifetime have never been able to do. And oftentimes it took unconventional methods like throwing a trophy out the bus.
His girls' cross-country team won 5 league titles, 11 Saginaw County championships, and a second-place finish at the state meet. Agresta also coached Hemlock's girls' track and field team to a state championship in 1995 and a runner-up finish in 1996. Another way in which he supported students was in raising money for student scholarships. He helped administer the Roger Hansen Scholarship for cross-country runners. Agresta also started the Peg Munger Scholarship Fund in 1991.
And Bill nearly single-handedly funded this scholarship, oftentimes by gathering pop cans from the school.
He added the Bill Agresta Scholarship Hustle, better known in the Hemlock community as simply the Bash. The Bash was a road race, began in 2007 to help with the Munger Fund, and the races have raised more than $150,000. A new scholarship, Bill Agresta's Hemlock Legends Fund, has been established through the Saginaw Community Foundation. Agresta was an avid marathon runner himself, documenting all of his times and races. From March 13, 1974 to November 27, 2018, he logged 89,969 miles, and only a bum hip stopped him from running. His longest run came in the summer of 1984, when he ran from the Philip Hart Plaza in Detroit to the McDonald's restaurant on Dixie Highway in Bridgeport. He covered 97.6 miles in 16 hours and 28 minutes. The two Hemlock cross-country state championship teams he coached were inducted into the Saginaw County Sports Hall of Fame in 2017. Agresta passed away on May 31st, 2020, after a short illness.
Even before he was a Hall of Fame coach, we knew he was going to be a Hall of Fame coach. And I'm like, Hall of Fame coach just told me, just get to know him. That was his roadmap for success.
Because I'm the therapist I am today, Steve's the surgeon he is today, GK's the teacher he is today, in large part because we were influenced and had the opportunity to be around Bill Agresta.